Good afternoon. It's nice to be here again. I am, as always, thankful and grateful to have the opportunity to be here to speak to anyone that may listen. Today, I want to just make a quick video about the church building. I've talked about it before, and more people are starting to get it, especially with the quarantine. I think there are a lot of people who are finally kind of got there going, oh man, I've been fooled for so many years. The church building actually destroys the actual church, which is the body. It is a huge problem. I think it stunts the growth of the gospel because you're going to a building. How often have you heard in the past, I've been to many churches, and how often have you heard, oh, I noticed you weren't here last Sunday? Should that be a concern, or should you be more, hey, great to see you? It's very rarely that, and it does happen. There have been churches that say, oh, it's good to see you again. But many over the years have always said the same thing. Didn't see you last Sunday. Didn't see you, because membership is a huge thing. You have to be there all the time. You know, they kind of look down upon you if you do. And then you got, it's kind of like high school or middle school all over again. You got cliques. Even within a church, there's actual cliques. Amazing. It blows my mind. I remember years ago, I actually belonged to a clique in the church. And thankfully, it didn't take too long when I realized, I'm like, what am I doing? Part of a clique in church? I'm anti-clique. I've always been opposed to that. Because when I was in high school, always was able to float to different areas. I never stayed with one crowd. It's always about everyone, everybody, not just certain folks. With the church building becomes that way. And I wonder myself, how many people are out there who want to be Christians or want to come to God, and someone comes and they give them a gospel tract, which is awesome. I do, or if you can give someone a smaller size King James Bible, or even a pocket size one, which I try and attempt to do, and that's great. But the problem is, there's no discipleship afterwards. What do they want? What do they want you to do most often? And this isn't just Baptists. I'm not going after just Baptists or Catholics. Although I don't ever see Catholics. I'm sorry. I just never see Catholics soul winning. I've just never seen it. In my many moons on this earth, feels like I've been here 1,000 years, 1,000,000,000 years. Okay, is that a long time? I've never seen a Catholic knock on a door. I just never seen it. I've never seen it. I didn't grow up in a rich neighborhood. Obviously, I was a poor kid. I've seen Jehovah's Witnesses. I've seen Baptists. I've seen Mormons, all the obvious ones. I've seen even some of the local churches, non-denominational outreaches, some of your community-type churches. But I've never seen a Catholic church go door to door. It's funny. I don't know why. I guess they're not concerned with going out there as much. Now, I'm seeing a little bit more of a push in the last few years, more than I ever have before, of trying to get out there, because I think really they see the pressure. They see people's eyes are being opening. You see a lot of them like that, and they're like, what's going on? You see some more people leaving the Protestant churches and getting out of that whole building system and just getting into the Word of God. So, and I love when people say, oh, Protestant churches are turning back to Catholic. They always were. Remember, Mother Church, all the little daughters. So, they're all part of the same branch. It's always funny when that happens. I'm like, they're the same thing, with their traditions and their vanity and vanity. Well, no, people aren't like that. Oh, get out of here. Gotta dress up. Gotta make sure you dress real nice. I guess that excludes people who can't afford nice clothes, I guess, huh? I guess that they're not allowed because, they're not wearing a nice dress or a suit, so let's hold that against them. That never happens, baloney that it doesn't. You're either ignorant, not paying attention, or you're a liar, because it happens in every denomination. I've seen it over the years. I've watched it. It's a sad thing. There's so many people like, I can't go to church. And then they fall away from the church because they feel like if they didn't go to the building, they've been kind of convinced if they don't go to the building, they're just not going to get close to God. It's impossible. I have to go to church. If I don't get to church, I'm not going to get closer to God. What? Oh, and that's not like that's a conditioning that just happened 10 years ago. That's always been there. But again, thankfully, I've seen more people seeing through that finally and just wanting to read the Bible. I see more people trying to get that King James because they see, they start to notice, why does everybody hate the King James so much? Why do people rail against the King James so much? When there's a unity against one, and it's not a unity against the devil, it's unity against one Bible. Why is that? Why so many different Bibles trying to attack the one Bible that doesn't change? Doesn't change the truth. There's a reason for that. There's fear on the other side. There's fear that more people are going to find the truth. There's fear that people realize, wait a minute, you mean I can have a personal relationship with God? You mean I can go out in the forest and just pray to God? Wait, you mean I can worship God any day, all the time that I want? You mean I can confess my sins straight to Him? That's a big fear for the system. It's going to be a shock to that system. How will they survive? How are they going to keep up them buildings? How are they going to keep up the lawns? Some people donate their time. But remember, the church building was trying to destroy the church itself, the real church. And that's the people. So when you go out there and you realize you're like, yeah, I want to go to church. You get somebody going, wants to go, but they can't get there all the time. And then they feel guilty because they're led to feel guilty. Hey, where you been? What's going on? Are you okay? Everything fine? Those aren't calls of, I'm concerned about your well-being. Hey, what's going on? You got to get here. You can't miss church. It's important. God needs you here. It's so sad that happens. I'm going to cut this video short. I probably have another one upcoming. Actually, I know I got a couple more coming. I appreciate your time as always. And as always, God bless. I love you. And have a beautiful day.